Hey, so earlier I was working out with Jazzy, one of our ambassadors up in Dallas, and she just point blank asked me, so out of curiosity, how has cannabis impacted your life, or have you noticed a difference since you've been using some of a cannabis every day, specifically here in Texas, hemp derived, and for me, I do a lot of things, of course, from the cold plunging, trying to strengthen my walk with God, and focusing on sleep. So I do a lot of things, but yeah, specifically using cannabis every day and some type of microdose. And I say microdose almost so low that you even forgot that you took it. Just such a minor amount. There's different knowing because of knowledge, right? Understanding what effects each strain or each type is going to give you, and knowing that I'm trying to be healthier, that I want to have better sleep, that I want to wake up feeling refreshed. I don't want to stress out. I don't want to have, any anxiety, things of that nature. And I've never necessarily suffered from that, but absolutely. Have I had stressful days? Have I had some type of anxiety, just from life? 1,000,000%, of course I have. And I can tell you that microdosing absolutely works. And so of course I track my sleep, with the Whoop, the wearable device for the NFL. Even Patrick Mahone, the NFL or the Kansas City Chiefs MVP, he wore it actually on to rule Sunday when he played the game. So a lot of science backed up, and there's a lot of athletes that have been using it that attest to it. I've been using it now for about 3 years, and back from the times when I did drink, seeing the impact that had on my sleep, or just maybe even having something that I shouldn't have had. But I'll tell you that with cannabis, 1,000,000% better sleep, REM sleep, deep sleep, waking up feeling refreshed. But again, it's not just that. I'm being intentional about other things. Like I said, from doing yoga, doing breath work, doing some type of cold plunging or infrared sauna, floating. Float tanks are amazing, and about 4,000 pounds of Epsom salt, which is great. Making sure that I'm trying to work on mobility, feeling good. Yes, breaking a sweat, but not being tight, and just feeling good in general. Along with, of course, nutrition. I have been plant-based now for about 3 years as well. Switching over to plant-based was huge for me. I've seen a lot of improvements just from overall health, energy. I hardly drink any coffee anymore. I used to drink a ton of coffee, and yes, I would drink some energy drinks or pre-workout. I don't do that. The only thing I do other than a little bit of coffee is actually our energy drink. And this is not a plug on our energy drink, but I am a firm believer of beetroot. And when I started taking beetroot from somebody that had recommended me to trying it, years ago, it was great. And so then I wanted to actually have a little bit more of a kick with the beetroot. So then sort of combined it with green tea caffeine. So doing that, that has definitely helped as well. So it's really just doing a lot of little things, but all together, and trying to do as many as I can throughout the day and every day, just being intentional and just doing healthier things. It's not like if you do this one thing, it's gonna change your life. If you do this one thing, you're gonna always for sure sleep. No, I mean there's a lot of other factors, with that. Are you drinking water? How are you releasing your stress? Things of that nature. So I thought I'd share it with you because it definitely has been impactful for me. And like I said, hopefully that helps you. I'm always here to answer questions, and I know I haven't put out as many educational videos as I wanted to, but this is kind of another kick in the gear just to get going. So hopefully you guys have a great one. As always, guys, in good health.